Bring a joint. Bring a joint. To the rejected clubhouse. 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 Don't we just that bring us give up house. To the rejected clubhouse. Don't we just that bring us give up house. To the rejected clubhouse. Don't we just that bring us give up house. To the rejected clubhouse. Don't we just that bring us give up house. To the rejected clubhouse. 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 Don't ever just that bring us give up house. To the rejected clubhouse. Don't ever just that bring us give up house. To the rejected clubhouse. Don't ever just that bring us give up house. To the rejected clubhouse. Don't ever just that bring us give up house. To the rejected clubhouse. 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 To the rejected clubhouse.
Death on the blockchain doing his thing. Caught him mining while we're mowing in spring. He's not tech savvy, but man, he's trying. With those crypto dreams, he's always buying. He's got a wallet full of virtual gold, trading memes like the stock's being sold. He wears his VR like it's going out of style, in a living room like he's walked a mile. Death on the blockchain, can't say him now. He's trading dollars while milking the cow. Found him coding in his old track pants. Said he's gonna buy us a trip to France. Milking the cow. Found him coding in his old track pants. Said he's gonna buy us a trip to France. Comes dad, pays handling coins. Same old dad with a new techie come join. You tried to explain it's a decentralized space, but all I see is that confused look on his face. At barbecues now he talks Bitcoin split. Neighbors asking if he's lost
Sammy
his
or
wit.
Azaria,
He
can
says,
someone throw up the dog
"Future's
water,
here, don't you
please?"
wanna ride?" But their eyes glaze over like a sleepy tide. hands on the blockchain, can't say her now. He's trading dollars while milking the cow. Found him coding in his old track pants. Said he's gonna buy us a trip to France. The barbecues, now he talks Bitcoin split. Neighbors ask him if he's lost his wit. He says, future's here, don't you wanna ride? But their eyes glaze over like a sleepy tide.
Keep it to the short time. You as well. This one's.
The barbecues, now he talks Bitcoin split. Neighbors ask him if he's lost his wit. He says, future's here, don't you wanna ride? But their eyes glaze over like a sleepy tide. In the land of dad jokes and worn out shoes, lived a group of dads with a mission or two. They get a Discord and make a big old mess. The motto was, we're here to have a blast, be my guest. Good chips and crypto tips, cracking codes with father quips, raising stakes with aces high, blockchain dreams, watch us fly. Ledger lore and stable coins, discussing all the
right.
loose joins.
GM, everybody. Happy Saturday. Good hype night to everybody. What is up? Hope everyone's doing awesomely well today. Let me real quick. Send link, World Boss, Revo, John Z. Tim, Josh, Jinga, Tom, Lacey. All right. All right. I'm gonna pause that and just sending out Thursday, Fridays. Awesome. Hell yeah, let's freaking go, man. All right, so just so you guys know, we are, well, let me start it all back here. I'm half asleep still, you guys. It's been a crazy few weeks for me in real life. On top of the fact that I live just a few minutes away from Minneapolis, I'm literally on the outskirts of North St. Paul, and like the ice situation in our state, it's real. It's freaking real. We got neighbors, like they're hanging outside our Home Depots, our Targets. They're following kids when they go to like in White Bear Lake. nice area. It's just been crazy. Family's stuff with my kiddo. Like it's been a crazy couple weeks, but despite all that, we still grow. We still continue to build. We still continue to develop in the space, and that's why we're here every single Wednesday night and Saturday morning for our hype nights. But today is also a town hall, and I want to invite anybody who wants to ask any questions, point out any ideas, or weigh in on anything we're talking about today. Jump on into the Rejects Discord and come say hi, right in the V Chill chat, inside of our lounge at the bottom there. You know, our Good Vibes is our main chat channel, but jump on down to the V Chill, say hi. I always do my push to talk, so you won't hear me the entire time unless, like you can jump in there if you want, and you might get some echo if I'm talking on both sides. But otherwise, yeah, yeah, we're gonna go over some stuff today. Lots and lots and lots and lots and lots to go over, but it's not too bonkers, and we're just gonna go ahead and get into it. All right. So first off, um, adverts on everything. Oh, the advertisements on, as you're talking to me through Twitch. Yeah, Twitch kind of sucks sometimes. Not gonna lie. I might start streaming via Kick too. I am pushed live on X. And as a reminder to everybody, oops, I clicked the wrong spot. If you head on over to our live stream channel, right on the Clubhouse, you can just go ahead and watch me directly through my stream right here. I don't know if there we go. I don't know if there's any ads on this site or not at all whatsoever. So just kind of pointed that out there for you. Feel free to check that out. I'll be pushing a giveaway live here as well very soon. In fact, let's just get one started, eh? Let's do hype night and town hall OG giveaway. Oh, actually, you know what? OG plus pixel GMR. Alright, so OG reject. I'm going to do an OG reject plus a pixel GMR. Winner's going to get 2 NFTs, you guys. 2 NFTs for the winner. Open for entries. So all you got to do in order to get in the giveaway is, one, make sure that you're in. Oh, I guess look at that. Preparing my stream. This is an ad break. Oh, mother effer. Crazy. So there's that, you guys. That's hilarious. Alright, I'm gonna make sure I pay attention to Discord too, because I do really wanna give you guys a chance to jump on in and ask questions in the voice chat, especially today we're gonna go over a little bit of, one, what's already built, two, my immediate next steps, and three, I want the community's input on which direction we should be going next. We've got like 5 different paths in this fork in the road, and all 5 paths are like legit gonna happen no matter what. It's just, what do I do first? What should I focus on at the moment more immediately? So yeah, jump on into the Clubhouse. Go clubhouse.io. Get into the app/streaming after you go into the Clubhouse. Right here on the left, you're able to click the streaming button there, and that will give you our nice little live stream spot here, where you can hang out, watch me, and join the giveaway. And it's really easy. All you do is you click that, and it automatically enters your wallet into the wheel. Cool shit, right? And then yeah, you can also see, you know, history, who won, which wallet won. So, and as you can tell, before all of this was lowercase, I do have it fixed with the uppercase, lowercase now. So nowhere I can easily pull people's wallets for prizes as we're doing stuff. You will get your prizes as I'm doing the giveaway. So you'll see the NFT I'm sending you as we're doing this. So yeah, let's go ahead and get into the hype. First of all, what we've built. Welcome to the Clubhouse, everybody. If you are just getting here, yeah, you're brand new to, you know, me. I'm Mr. Fun Guy. Nice to meet you. If you're new to the Rejects, the Clubhouse, and this is, it's very much a live beta. The color schemes. The funny part is like this is all kind of funky. You can't see Solana base very well or any token very well. That wasn't the case before. The only reason is because I've been tweaking all the colors in my white label system, so I'm able to devilishly change my whole color scheme on the entire Clubhouse, and I've been fucking with it for a bit. So, anyway, what's the Clubhouse? It's pretty much Web3's answer to Discord and inter-community connectivity in general for Web3. We are the future Facebook of Web3, of blockchain. We are the future Yahoo Games. We are the future Discord. We are the future X. Like, this is the direction I envision the entire industry being able to go when it comes to a massive social media platform specifically built for Web3. Wait, 1, 2, 3 puppies. Okay, sorry. Making sure all the dogs are inside. It's -1 out. I'm like, 7 degrees out. It was -1 earlier. Anyway, just making sure my dogs are inside, not freezing. Anyway, so yeah, the Clubhouse. It's got a little bit of everything, right? I'm Mr. Fun Guy. There's a little bit of information on here. Feel free to take a look through it if you want to learn a little bit about me, what I do, what I've done in the past, and you know why I'm a good match for building this project. All right, so let's real quick go over some super fast features. We've got our overall launchpad. So we do have 3 games live. 2 of them are idle games. Both those games have booster card collections. We've got the rejected mutations. These currently do not have anything special at the moment, but they will. There is one on the floor for sure for under mint price. Plus, you have to burn an OG reject in order to mint one of these. So right now, it's a 0.2 soul NFT, and there's one for under 0.1. So check it out on secondary if you want, guys. And then we do have this little weird looking box that I don't have formatted very well. Is still our 1 of 1 charity mint. So this is still live too. We've got 2 mints that have been pushed. There's 3 artists that did the artwork. We're gonna be the artists each get 0.1 soul per NFT that they made. There's a charity of it's the Buna orphanage in the Congo. I want to say there's like 75 to 100 kids, it looks like, out there. And my plan is 50% of the entire mint is going to go to those kiddos. So that's about 11.8 soul. And then yeah, and then 25% goes to the artist, 25% is going into a degen pot, and then so one person is going to win 5.8 soul, and then the rest all goes to the charity. Project doesn't take anything out of it. I don't take anything out of it. So, and then let's do. What was I going to click on? Okay. Lost myself there for a second. Sorry. So part of the whole Clubhouse economy is we do have staking available. If your project's not listed on here, you can add your project by clicking the add your project or token, and you can go through and by adding your first verified creator's address or collection address, um, yeah, you can add your own collection. You can add your own SPL token. Yeah, it's 100% devless. Costs you 0.002 Sol. Not much at all. It's just to prevent spam. So if somebody wants to add 500 NFT projects, okay, you're going to pay a Sol to do that. I'm fine with it, but you're going to pay 1 Sol in order to push all that back and forth and add that to my database. You know what I mean? Like, that's fine. And if I have to clean it up, then I'll clean it up. you know? But yeah, so you can add your own collections. Every NFT collection connected to the Clubhouse is able to stake for rejected tokens. There's a base rate that automatically goes in. We got Professor GM Professor. What is up, brother? Good to see you this morning. I'm just doing the live stream right now, so you are in. Yes, sir.
Should I go to Twitch or should I go to Twitter?
So you can go to Twitch or Twitter, or you could also watch it directly through the Clubhouse too, and my live stream button that I got on there.
Oh, okay. Okay, let me go check those out because the Discord voice chat isn't showing me anything.
Well, the Discord voice chat isn't going to show anything, but it allows you to chat with me while I'm live. I can do this. Oh, I don't have the Here, 1 second. I can actually probably push the screen to that too.
Oh, I see the purpose of the Discord voice chat. I see it now.
And there you go. Now you're also on the if you wanted to see my stream from the desktop, you can see that too.
I can see it. Yes.
But yeah,
nice.
so today's town hall is a little bit more about kind of the next directions and pivoting and what I'm going to focus on next after the next week and a half ish of updates to the Clubhouse, and then kind of figuring out from there.
Cool. I'm excited. I woke up, so I'm still I woke up a few moments back, so I'm still fully waking up, but I'm following. I'm the moment I wake up, I try to become a DJ in Web3. So,
I get that, bro. Well, Johnzy says hi through Twitch, by the way. So
say hi back to Johnzy.
Oh, he can hear you. You're live, yeah.
Oh, okay. I am actually also just firing up my laptop because I want to finish our DTF airdrop platform. For those of you, I guess Johnzy can hear me, but the way I'm trying to do this is through our own platform, not just like a drop, but where people can connect their wallet, check their airdrop allocations, and then just do a little claim. They don't have to try to find any transaction, but at least they have to send a request, which is then automatically processed from our back end for the airdrop, so that it's not just randomly dropping like thousands of NFTs to different wallets and paying transaction fees. Rather, only like people who are active, who are coming to claim, they can at least let us know with a notification that they want the claim. They want the airdrop, and then I will just go ahead and process that.
So if you want, I did already create an entire staking platform that
Okay.
it's all soft stake. It's modular, so it's like fully white labeled. So you could, with by the end of today, have it fully Slato branded. Um,
Okay.
and I have an airdrop system already built into it that allows you to just put the contract address down, set the amount of airdrop per staked NFT,
Okay.
and you can hit snapshot whenever you want, and you can push it live whenever you want, and all you got to do is make sure the wallet has the tiny bit of SOL for the bare minimum for gas, and the actual airdrop tokens in there, and then people pay their own token account creation fees. They do all their own claim themselves directly. It's like, I think my fee setup is 0.00. It's like 4 or 5 zeros and a one. So like super, super, super cheap.
Okay. Can you send me that link?
Yeah, I'll send you that information for sure, so you can take a look at um the staking site that Unify uses is the
I see.
system I built.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I want to take a look into it. Because
Oh, it's
the
NFT airdrop or token airdrop.
CNFT CNFT.
Got you. Never mind. I thought it was a token airdrop. My bad, bro.
No worries, no worries. And CNFT, and also trait based uh, uh, calculated like allocations. So
Dope.
it's just like a little Bengal tigers thing. Like it's like we built our own like our trait based air. You know this because you've been into the space for a long time. You're
Yeah.
a holder. You know those like card like different cards have different allocations. You remember that?
Yes.
So 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 I'm finally like trying to make that happen so that everyone can claim their tigers. But these are CNFTs because the only PNFTs are the ones that are minting on the mint site, and the free airdrops are CNFTs that we plan to enable staking for both, so that
Oh
even
shit.
the airdropped ones you get like DTF, you get to earn DTF using the airdropped ones, but also the mint ones, you basically get to earn DTF for both. However, if you want to participate in the ecosystem, like go moving forward, you have to upgrade your like uh trainee tigers, kind of like your airdrop tigers are recruits. They're like outside the academy, so you have to upgrade them to a PNFT if you feel like there's value in upgrading. Let's say you don't find the value in upgrading, you just want to earn DTF token. That's fine too. You just take them and earn DTF token. But if you want to upgrade your tiger to, let's say, get higher rewards or higher amount of tokens, that's when you will basically come to a site that hasn't been built yet. I'm still working on it. I'm basically designing like how this all of this will work. So you will come to the site, you and at that point we will have our own smart contract, not a candy machine,
Nice.
but a smart contract, because you will pay. I mean, not pay. You will basically submit the CNFT, and you will receive an upgraded PNFT. You definitely have to mint that NFT. I
Hey,
mean,
bro,
you have
have
to pay.
out of curiosity, have you messed with the Metaplex core protocol a little bit, a whole lot?
I looked into it. Yes, I looked into it. Their protocols are open source. I looked into it. Yes.
It's, I gotta say, the ability to without having to deploy your own contracts and stuff, the ability to be able to cheaply and quickly edit like update metadata, simple calls to be able to like all of the booster cards for the
Hmm.
rejected idol and um GM Life, the consumables have a uses left trait. So very soon after the beta is done, the actual mechanisms for degradation and built-in burning on gameplay simply through, you know
Oh,
what I mean?
yes,
Like
yes.
all
I
that kind of
knew they
stuff.
were building that. Yes, yes. They were building that to enable usage of assets in gameplay. I remember that. Yes, you're right. They basically okay, okay. I see what
And
I
it's
I
so
get what
cheap.
you're saying.
It's so cheap. PNFTs are going to cost you 5 times as much. Core NFTs are fast. I can mint 20 core NFTs like through the Clubhouse. Like check this out. I'm going to show you something funny.
Okay.
This is
I'm
how
watching.
like how nice this shit can actually mint. So I'm gonna go through. I'm in the GM Life Booster Collection.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do
Yeah.
Sun Payment. We'll do 5
And these
NFTs.
are wait. Before you sign transaction, explain to me. These are Metaplex core NFTs, and
Correct.
this is a different token standard than the PNFTs and the CNFTs.
Correct. So Core
Okay,
is a version of compressed NFT.
okay,
Pretty much the Core standard took over what standard NFTs like that protocol essentially, from what I understand, or that format. Um,
okay.
so standard NFTs really aren't being minted anymore. If you're going through like this, either core PNFT or CNFT essentially on Solana at the moment. Um, so yeah,
I yeah. Standard that's legacy.
yep.
Those are not minted anymore. Yes.
So the legacy commands are now pretty much replaced with the used to be like the V1 mint V1 NFT
Yeah.
collections and
Yeah.
shit. That's now pushed and automatically built into the core NFT protocol. So
Oh, okay.
So I got
Mhm.
like with this right here, I've got you built into the mint. You pay 20K Sun. You got to pay the
Yeah.
network fee for the Sol plus it burns 5,000 Sun as well.
Wait. Why is the network fee 0.02?
0.0235 for 5 NFTs. That's the gas
Oh,
fee.
5 for 5. Okay. Can you put one and so that I can actually see the fee? Just put one NFT. Like I want to see the calculation. Okay, 0.0047.
And in reality, between how much you add into the metadata and how much you're building into the actual NFT, it fluctuates. It starts at 0.00 like 35 ish,
I
and
see.
it can go up
It's
to
based on
like,
the account size.
what's that?
It's based on the account size.
Yeah,
Meaning like
yes,
yeah.
yes. And it's
So
even and
yeah,
it's even incredibly cheap. It's the same stinking price to create the collection too. So you don't have to pay um 1+ Sol to deploy a smart contract, and then you don't have to like, it's so simple, so easy, and you can
I
set
see.
up this mint with like I can literally set up a mint page, multiple mint pages in one day, and just boom, I'm done.
Can you? So let me ask you this though. So let's say, what are the scenarios? You have random CNFTs coming in as payments, and that those will be burned, for example.
So
So
so what I've done here.
hmm?
So in my rejected mutations mint, these are core
Yeah,
NFTs too.
yeah,
So when you go to mint your rejected mutation, it loads your NFTs,
uh-huh.
and you have to burn an NFT in order to mint one.
And
S-
these are PNFTs.
No, no, this is a regular legacy NFT, and
Okay.
this is a core NFT for the mutation. So
Oh,
I can literally put any. I could put um the Merkle tree in for a CNFT or whatever,
yes. So
and then
it'll basically have all the hashes
yes,
for
it
the.
pulls the whole
Okay,
hash just like a staking system would. You
right.
pick that
Yes.
NFT, and then it sends it to the burn address. In the contract, it actually burns the NFT,
Oh,
and
nice.
and then it
And
mints
but
the
the
mutation.
one that will be minted, is that deterministic or is that probabilistic? Meaning, is it random or can you like
Well, you can
select?
do it however you want. Like for this,
Okay,
this one's random.
okay,
But if you go over to either GM Life or Rejected Idol,
Uh-huh.
I have the random mint, but you
Mm-hmm.
can also go through and for point oh or for point 0.2 soul or 100k sun or 100k rejected, you can mint yourself a mythic. So like, and it all
Oh, those are
mints right.
game. So those are like assets that you can target to mint. Like, uh,
Yes.
let's say I want that. Like
If I want the
what is it called?
bazooka, or if I want
Yeah,
the
bazooka.
mythic
Yeah,
vipers, there's 9
yeah.
vipers left, and I get a
Okay,
guaranteed mint for point 0.2 soul. I can guarantee the mint that mythic. Or if I want
I
something
see.
less as hype, I could spend something like 30k sun or rejected or 0.05 soul and get something a little bit better versus having to go up here and have, like, for instance, I can simulate this.
This
So
is super
10 NFTs, you get 4 commons,
informative,
2
bro.
uncommons, and 4 rares. I didn't get a single hype. So for 0.14 soul, I might have not gotten, like nearly the rarities that I wanted to when I could spend an extra point oh 0.05 soul and guarantee me a mythic. So it's
Yeah,
up to the degen at that point and what they're trying to play or what they're trying to do. So I can go here to go to sun payment. I'm gonna mint 10 NFTs, right? It's going to cost me
yeah.
50 sun, 0.04 total soul, and it's going to burn 10,000 of that sun for me. Watch how fast this is. Hit confirm. And right here, it's pushing the payment. Do. Did it die? Did I totally? Oh, here we go. Payment confirmed took a little bit long. My internet's been going slow today. But yeah, the whole system goes through here. Mint, mint, mint.
And all these 10 are core NFTs.
Yes. Yep. They're all core
Interesting.
NFTs.
Can you send me, like, right after this mint um finishes? Can you send me the transaction ID in Discord? Like, I mean, the transaction like signature.
Let's see. See, cool part is for everybody watching here. Um, here's some direct hype for you.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, you know what? I'm gonna give you. There's all these different transactions. It
No, no, no.
pushes through separately, so I'm gonna give
Which
you.
one is the wallet address? Go to the last. Oh, all of these are mint
Yeah, I'm
transactions.
gonna
I
give it.
see.
I'm gonna just DM you my direct wallet for you, and you're set, and you can
Yeah,
check it all out from there.
yeah. Okay. Oh, I see. The action is create V1. Okay. I see it. Okay, okay, okay. Yeah, please send it to me. And
Yep,
it's
there you go,
the
brother.
program is Metaplex. Okay. I see. Please, yeah, send it to me, please.
And if you, the cool part is if you go to I want to say, I've gone to it so much. I use this shit all the time. But watch this. So I type it. Oh, I reset my freaking my cache. That's hilarious. So I used to have all I had to do is type in CO and developersmetaplex.com shows up. So yeah, I mean you can go through here and this will give you like all the features, the plugins you can use, like freeze delegate, the burn, the royalties, update, the attributes. Like you can there's so many different things you can do. Additions built into this, where the collection only allows you to mint so many editions at max itself. It's built into the actual collection code. Um, like there's, um, like when I eventually revisit the gallery and I start pushing editions out for people, or letting artists make their own edition amounts. It puts that all built into the metadata, so it's not even like I can limit it obviously through my own mint page, through the code I can have it set so it doesn't allow people to mint over 20 NFTs or some crap, but like built into the actual core protocol, you can push that into the collection metadata and fully enforce it. Um,
Nice.
so yeah, right,
Nice.
like, and same thing
Yeah.
with uh base chain. What I've been doing on base is very
Hmm.
freaking similar with the ERC 1155 NFTs. I say it's
People who
11.
are not watching this stream are missing out. Like this is real alpha.
Right, right. So, like, and on top of that, all you just saw me meant 10 GM Life NFTs right there live. And then you can take those, go right on over into my whole GM Life game system. And this is for those of you guys are watching. This is live. Go clubhouse.io. This is fully running, active, all on mainnet, able to be played, engaged with, talk to people. Like the Clubhouse chat system's fully live. You know, jump on in, have fun, use your NFTs. But yeah, I have the like with the pixel jammers, we put the whole power levels into them. Same thing with the rejected mutations too. So for those of you guys who do like to try to find the next fun thing to do with your NFTs, and you like something that's got some serious utility behind it as a project and what you're trying to um, spend your time around and engage with, Clubhouse is where it's at. The um, power stats actually change a lot for you. Why is that not showing up? Oh, that's funny.
Super hype, bro. This looks amazing. I loved. I tried playing the rejected idols. I think I Oh, by the way, that issue was resolved. The Brave Wallet connection.
Good. I went
So
through and
yeah.
did a whole bunch of upgrades to make Brave Wallet work. So I'm glad to
Oh
confirm. I
no no
think
no! I mine wasn't Brave Wallet. Mine was just a Brave browser. But whenever I was clicking the Connect Wallet button, it would take me to the Brave Wallet page, which I don't have, but I was on the Brave browser. But anyway, now it like shows up it shows all the Solana wallets, so I'm good there.
nice. Yeah, I did had to do a little bit of changing and upgrades in order to make all the Solana wallets connect like they're supposed to. It's the NFT air. Oh, that's John's out from before. Let's see. Oh, we got
I
a few
got my
people in here.
Seeker yesterday, and I unboxed it, and then I downloaded a bunch of apps from the App Store. Was trying them out, just checking what what the apps looked like. Um, but very soon I might do like a test app uh, publishing, like meaning like I'll publish a test app first, not like a full scale nothing. It would be more like an information type of app, like where you just go and see. I'm basically thinking of publishing our website as an app, like the DTF website as an app, just to see like how the app publishing mechanism works. And then once that's done, I plan to slowly build or integrate more stuff either into that app or just build more apps.
So good, a good, interesting concept. Johnsy was just saying on, and Johnsy, you're in Discord. You can jump in. Feel free to chime in. This is, the purpose of having
The
uh,
discussions,
the,
yeah.
the Discord side of things and the town hall thing open. But, um, he's saying I should put Rejected Idol in the App Store or the Secret App Store. And one of the big things that like the segue into the whole purpose of the town hall is different directions and ideas of where to kind of for me to build next or me to be focusing my
Mr. Fun
attention
Guy,
more.
if you have some time, will you play a little game for us, like so everyone can see?
Which kind of game? What are you? I'm currently I'm
Hold
over
on.
here messing through GM Life and running my
Okay,
battles.
okay. Yeah, well, no, keep going, keep going. I'm sending you the link. Uh, it's it's a it's a simple idle mining game, but I'll show you the concept because we have a version of that game which is like a mafia game, but idle mining, but mafia style, like like crime syndicate. So we were thinking this would fit perfectly with the Empire City community, but I wanted to show it to you just to get your
Oh,
feedback.
I'm definitely interested because the next thing I'm building out here, I can even show you, is Rejected Empire. And
Okay.
so if you're looking at my screen, you can see, welcome to Rejected Empire. When you first jump in, uh, it gives you the ability to create your character.
Yeah.
And so you create your character. There we go. Set your name. You got base stats, you got skill progression, so everything from mining to fishing, crafting, foraging, cooking, all that stuff.
Nice.
I've got missions where it's specifically going to be messing with the mining, foraging. Um, Pretty much mining and foraging is going to be those two on the missions. I'm not anywhere close to being done with this, but it's all an idle
Try the
mining
link
game.
that I sent you.
I'll jump into it here. But yeah, then when you go into the crafting system, everything's tokenized. So you mine your wood, you mine your or you chop your wood, you mine your ore and stuff. The crafting system takes and burns the
Wait, where did you go?
I'm right here.
Wait. Oh, okay. Oh, no, no, no. You're on the game. I see.
No, like if you're talking about back and forth here, if you're talking about back and
Yeah.
forth over here, like the
Yeah, no,
crafting
no, no, no.
system.
Explain the game first that you're building. Then we'll play the other game.
All right, no problem. But yeah, no,
Yeah.
it's pretty much the whole crafting systems is online. So
So the
you'll have to
crafting is
burn
basically you
you burn four
resources.
wood
You're
to make
collecting
a shaft.
resources,
Yeah, yeah,
right?
yeah. You mine
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay.
resources or tokens.
Yeah,
You burn tokens to make a new token, and then
right.
you burn more tokens or more resources to craft your NFT items, and then you can equip them. And then I've got like essentially exploration quests that people will go through, and the lore will be built into these. This is for the base part of the idle game, just to get started, so people can start to discover quest items. I can start pulling, or just getting the resources out there, and the Empire Founders bonds that I've got. All that Empire is going to be going into or at least a lot of it is going into a system where it's going to be an on in-game um uh whatchamacallit marketplace where the Rejected Empire will buy your resources off you for and then sell it, relist those resources, and allow people to buy them at a 10% higher value. So I'm going to be building my own market with a 10% back and forth on it. That'll be it won't even have to be person to person yet, and that'll allow people to on the rejected side get into Empire back and forth. And then as I continue building this up, this is going to be an entire pixel game, very similar to what you'd be able to play back on like the old uh, Zelda type vibe, and
Yeah, nice.
Super
Yeah.
Nintendo type shit, but it's
Yep.
MMORPG. So you're going to be able to go around just like in RuneScape, and you're going to be attacking monsters and earning gold and stuff. And as I continue to build it out, the main thing is going to be the land sale and allowing people to actually own property, build their stores, and then the people that are renting property space to build stores or people that are going off and mining, the landowners actually get percentages off of the store fees, off of the mining income, all that kind of stuff that comes through every single contract or piece of the game is going to be monetized, not just for the Rejected Empire, but for the actual other people that, like, the way to invest in the game will be the land mint, essentially, or by having Empire tokens. So it's going to be, and then, we've got on top of it all the bonuses for Rejected NFTs, for Empire NFTs, and anything else in the entire ecosystem that I'm building with my collections. Trait bonuses, certain NFTs have will have extra boosts and bonuses and certain roles in the game. So yeah, like that's kind of the like this is RuneScape on steroids with Web3 twist is kind of my plan. But let's take a look at what you got because I'm definitely interested. I clicked over here. Syndicate.
This is more like a Web 2 game. So, can you play the sound? Yeah.
Yep, I can hear the sound.
So, unlock expired food. So now you're selling expired food. So, no. Keep clicking the expired food icon. Yep. Keep clicking. Keep clicking. This is idle mining, so you have to. Now keep clicking. Now you're selling double the food. Like you see your dollar value goes up twice.
So what's buy 1x mean?
Meaning like you're now kind of like you're increasing your supply line.
Oh,
like
I see. This 5 seconds, now it's 7 seconds. Oh.
Yep. Keep going. Now keep increasing your supply line.
Oh, this is cool.
Now go to staff at the bottom. You see Mickey One-Eyed Russo, you have to, it's a street thug. So in order to hire him, how much gold do you need? 1K?
Yeah, okay.
Okay, get to 1K. Okay, replica goods. Now you can sell replica goods too. Is it like Gucci or Fendi?
Interesting.
This is like a crime syndicate. So you're basically like selling like replica goods. Don't buy the green. Oh. Let's get to 1K first. Let's hire
I could smoke a lot of weed and play this.
go hire a staff. Go hire Mickey One-Eyed Russo, and then go back. Okay, yeah, he's active. He's probably selling the expired.
Holy buckets!
Now you need to keep farming the other ones, but you can keep hiring more staff to assign to different supply chains. Look at your PFP. You're like an errand boy right now on your PFP. Yeah. So, but you can basically like slowly go to different avatars. But it gets very interesting as you go to upgrade.
What's this? This wants to save. Okay. What does next mean?
Next is it's basically like what's your multiplier that you're playing with? Like
what I could buy, like what I could upgrade, right?
Yeah, like max. How much max you can upgrade on each supply chain?
Oh snap!
Now imagine this. This is a mafia syndicate, and you have capos and dons, and you have like they're running your syndicate, and you can hire a capo.
Bro, so I can tell you right now, motherfuckers are gonna love this shit for sure. I'm sure. Like, so does this go even when you're not in game?
I'm serious. Like this is already built. Like we built it at like a hobby project, like over like 3 to 5 days, and we're like, okay, this is a cool idle mining game for a mafia syndicate.
Yeah, this is, and I like the chill music.
Yeah, go hire another staff.
I did. I hired a second one.
Oh, nice. Now he's selling replica goods.
Yeah, new. So 3x revenue. Okay, interesting. This is really freaking interesting, bro.
And now imagine all the dollars that you're earning in game. What if you could swap that for tokens? And what if there's right now the only thing this game is missing is it's an idle mining and farming game, but it doesn't have a risk factor. Like what if you get caught? You have to pay bribes, right?
Yeah.
To get out. That part is already there. I think towards the end, like you do get caught, and then you have to either sell all your business and liquidate yourself, or you have to pay a bribe to get out of jail. So there has to be some form of risk associated that is part of like a gambling type of scenario where you're not only just farming and earning money, but rather you have a chance to actually lose money as well.
This is interesting, man. Like,
Pitch it to Mike. See if he wants like a Mafia City game, like a syndicate game.
so so how it would, I mean, honestly, how it could work for you guys if you wanted, because
The
like,
Founders Bond.
well, the founders bond gets you kind of in as a
Yeah.
whatchamacallit, but
Mhm.
um I'm over here like, man, you could, so by having a Don, you're able to create your own sub DAO, and then you can mint the NFTs. You can, like, I'm not sure. I think even just by having a founders bond, I think we could get this into um, the economy just based off of that alone. Like, once you have that founders bond, you're an ally, right? So if you build
Yeah.
this and you bring it to Mike and say, hey, yo, Mike, now that we have a founders bond, I want to do this where I want to accept Empire. I want to take the Empire. I'm going to turn this volume down a little bit for everybody.
Yeah.
I want to take this volume down. I want to take this Empire that we get, and we want to roll it back into the actual payouts for the game. So people are gonna pay X number of Empire to.
Yeah, like 1 cent maybe. Like,
Yeah. Like, you could do very, very small microtransactions for something like this, and then turn it into something where the more people are playing and investing, and the longer they use it, it is an idle mining game. They're paying up front, and everything with the Empire economy, there is always a small or decent soul fee that helps cover the long-term staking of stuff, or like it's a 50% unstake fee if you want to unstake an NFT type thing before the 4-year lock's done, that kind of shit, right? So I like this. This is pretty sick, dude.
and this is the type of game we want to publish on the Seeker DApp, because
Yeah.
then people will just play it on their phone.
Dude, you could make a shit ton of money off of this one.
I am telling you, like, this game is ready. We're now like looking for like whoever wants to just get it. Like, honestly, like, and this can be revamped to suit any verse. Meaning, like, it could be revamped. I just need to like maybe change the characters and the names to
Skin it.
convert it to a Crouton Jones metaverse where you have a police officer and you have like mafias and dons. This could be turned into a DTF City app where you have the tigers who are like doing stuff. It's like you can convert it to any. Basically, you just need to change the names and the type of items that you're mining.
So, and does this the other side of it, I'm curious, how much oh, Professor gone quiet too with the music. Oh, thank you for letting me know that. All right, let me.
Oh, so you can hear me, but they can't
No,
in the...
they can hear you now. I turned down my turn to fix that. I turned down the Streamlabs audio.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, so background music, that's a good idea. Yeah.
So what I was gonna ask you though, now I got 4 staff. I got these guys going.
They're running protection rackets. They're running the green room. They're
I got the
selling
snow
replicas of
line.
goods.
I mean, I got the snow line live. Yo, let's go. So what I'm curious on is, like, is this only running while you're playing it live?
Correct. It doesn't have a database because this doesn't have a database. This is not a published version, so this is just like a
Word.
prototype. So everything is live, but you can save your game. The way it saves your game is when you hit save, it saves your game status in the browser. So if you just come back again later on, it'll just start from that point. But definitely it will, like a full version will have its own database, and you can save your game, you can restart, you know all that.
Really freaking cool, man. Like I'm over here like like this would be super addicting for pretty much anybody at that point.
Right. Yep, yep,
And then you got stats. Oh, I love stats. Hell yeah.
yep.
Oh, that's super freaking cool. Yeah. See, no, something like that. I mean, I honestly, this helps me kind of come up with a concept,
Yes,
for what I want to do right here for my
the idle
um,
mine. Yeah, mining. Yeah, yep.
yep. So like, I was thinking about that because how fucking RuneScape has done it in the past, and what they used to do, you
Yes.
used to have to
Yeah,
click the rock each time when it first came out. It was a click, and then you had to wait for it to hit the rock twice, and you have to click it again. You'd have to time each click if you wanted to get the most economical use of your time and your mouse button. You go through multiple mice over the 2 years for how many clicks you had to do just to get all the ore that you're trying to get, so you could smith and mine. It'll smelt everything. So I'm thinking like something like that, where there it is. Oops. Yeah, where you can have some level of a character run like doing something where you could be doing something, like for like a higher level tier unlock or something like that, where
yeah.
you're able to get so many auto claims overnight or
Yes,
something like that.
yes. And also, like the main thing that we have to here differentiate is, like, the game has to be fun to play,
Oh yeah.
and it shouldn't cost the platform any money if people are just playing for fun, and it shouldn't cost people any money if they're just playing for fun, and it shouldn't also make them rich if they're just playing for fun. Does that make sense?
Yeah, so you're talking about having two different levels of, or
Right.
two different types of
Where
gameplay.
you basically, like, you're running an underground ring, let's say, where you're like off the radar. Like, you're not on the radar of the police or the feds or anyone. So you're just running underground, and you're laying low, and you're not taking much risk. And the moment, let's say, you want to go to the real, like, real mafia rings and compete with them, then you probably are playing PvP. You're playing player versus player. You're doing, like, you're in a live map where people are competing for territories and control and
Yeah.
influence. So, but what I'm trying to get at is, an idle mining game in Web3 shouldn't be farmable, because that is risk. Meaning, like, if they just keep, like, farming your game and you're losing tokens that way, then it's not sustainable.
Right,
Because,
correct.
so, it has to there has to be, like, a random, like, random aspect to it, so that you can also lose,
Yep.
or you can die, you can get shot. Maybe, like, there's a random police raid at your one of your facilities, and you suddenly lose, like, all the supply chain there. Those kind of aspects, like, it has to be random, so that even if people try to farm it, it's not, um like, you can't really farm it. You have to actually get skilled at and AI won't be able to even do it. It's like, you have to have a human being trying to understand the different dynamics of the game.
Yeah, I dig that kind of a concept. I know, so uh, one of the things I've built into my systems, is specifically like if when you go on a mining mission, or if you go on like to go do crafting to explore the world and go on a mission, there's always small amounts of soul, for the actual transactions for it to register, and then those small amounts of soul is what I use for pretty much the buyback. So if people are going to be earning rejected or sun tokens, the little tiny bits of fees that I get overall, the concept is I collect that and then I do my regular buybacks in order to keep stable price and continue to increase the price of the token. With idle, I've got like so I try to make it similar to that concept where you're mining, an idle mining concept where you're able to regularly obtain rejected tokens, right? But what I've done, you can't even. I thought I had that information up on this. But what I've done, for instance, is I'll connect here. I'll show you. So it costs 0.0003 or 0.0001 sol. And once you go into a training session, you have the ability, you're getting 7 experience and 18 rejected tokens after the session's done over a 3 hour, 4 hour period of time, right? 3 hour period of time. So there's at least the money going in. So there's not the, just like that money coming out, money coming out, money coming out. So the concept of doing something for free is definitely interesting. That allows you to get past the Web3 hurdle and get into the Web2
Yes,
market.
yes. I want a game that is playable across platforms, but you um maintain a paid version of it both in Web3 and in real world. Like, let's say your Android app store, you can buy packs, right? You can buy coins, game coins, by paying with
Yeah,
your credit card. So even if you are, like, let's say you paid with credit card and someone paid with their wallet, it doesn't matter. They just paid. So they're all in the same playing field at that point.
yeah. I mean, and that allows you to really hide the Web3 side of stuff.
Yes, and then they will find it out. They'll be like, "Oh, wait, there's a token here. Like we can actually go and claim it. Go to their Discord and swap it or whatever." Like that brings people from outside gaming communities into the Web3 side as well. That would be like a smoother transition. Um, but also like Web3 people already knows how to do this stuff, so you don't have to worry about them like doing like all these things for in the game.
I get that. I get that.
And another thing is, I posed this question in another space yesterday, which is from my research. There's another question that needs to be addressed for Web3 games, which is the question of who's your player, who are your players, and who are your investors. If you're you can't treat your investors as your players and your players as your investors, because for example, like we all paid for games, right? Like video games, we paid for them because we loved playing the game. We weren't trying to actually invest in the game, we loved playing the game. However, we also invested in multiple projects where we see the vision, we see that they could um, become something big. So, in that regard, you have to separate these two concerns among your user base so that there's an opportunity for investors. They're your VCs in Web3. They're funding the game development, they have shares in the game's prospects. And through their tokens or NFTs and Web3 ecosystem. And then there are just players who are randomly playing to either win or lose. Kind of like your Street Fighter game. You go there,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
play against another player, you try to win. And what if you win and then you gain some in-game currency? And then if you gather enough in-game currency based on your skills, maybe you will be able to swap some of that for some amount, but that can't be the investor's mindset. That is kind of like a player's mindset.
Yeah, and that's an interesting thought process too, cause like, um, depending on how the project set up and whatnot, like I know at least for what I've built here is more or less, we definitely built for our community, which is both the player and the investor initially, and the secondary thought process behind it for me was, um, to because like all of these different games are on the Clubhouse whatever, but um, what I've done to include people is any of these uh, any of the NFT collections that are added to the Clubhouse are able to be used as the PFP character and play in the game. So you do need an NFT to play the game, right? But um, anybody can instantly add their collection. I got my push to talk on, my bad. But anybody can add a collection through the devless onboarding system at the front, So it's like it's
I
an
think I
interesting
chose
thought
my
process between it.
rejected there. Yes, I did that too in the rejected idol.
So yeah, it's just it's a real interesting, dynamic for what you're talking about. Like I like the concept of good to see you, Gob. Appreciate you stopping by, brother. You have a good one, man. I'll see you soon, bro. Um, but yeah, like the whole goal really is to, like, for at least what I'm trying to build. I mean, eventually it'd be fun to just like what you're talking about by adding that middle layer between the Web3 side and the Web2 side. Eventually, the whole Clubhouse will have that um, ability where you're just going to be able to log in with your email and use Stripe to pay for Clubhouse credits, and then
Yeah,
that'll be the Google App Store version of the app, right?
version. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yep,
And,
yep.
and then and then there'll be the Web
Have
three.
you looked into the Unity platform?
Oh man, come on now. I've got Unity downloaded. I've already got an entire uh RPG system built for Rejected Empire. I've already got half of the C scripting built out for the crafting system. I mean, like the whole FPS, not first person, the whole directional system and all that's built out and ready to go for the actual character movement and stuff like that. I've got a bunch of pixel resources already ready for Rejected Empire. Like, man, I know all about Unity, bro.
Oh, nice. But the reason I mentioned this is from my research, what I looked up, and I also installed Unity and I ported the games that I submitted for Scrolly, and I was checking that platform because in Unity, if we can build out the game in Unity, then we can publish in both Android and iOS at the same time. And the Android version is the version for the App Store. So you really don't have to build the game multiple times in multiple
Yeah.
platforms. You just basically build it in one platform and release in
Yep.
multiple versions. So that is
Yeah.
a good, that is a positive. However, it won't be as smooth as building in Web3 because then um like to integrate Web3 stuff, you need to have many Web3 components in like integrated into it. But
Right, and that's
for
where I was looking into being able to add my own code into the Unity platform. That's why I was learning how to mess with C Sharp and
yeah,
and build my own crafting system into the back end of it.
yeah, that's something to learn definitely. I am not versed in that. I'm just still
Oh yeah, no, I'm already there,
researching.
brother. I've been deep into that. That was
No, I'm
about
not
about a
too
year
versed.
ago.
I'm still learning.
A really cool thing to highlight though for you guys. For those of you
Oh
guys
yeah,
paying
I
attention to my
checked this
screen.
out. This is amazing. Show it to everyone. Show it to everyone.
So just a little flex here. So far, just in the last well, this is global, so that part doesn't change, I guess. But the platform so far, since we started doing stuff on Rejected Idol here, we've paid out 1.33 soul in prizes, and over 373,000 rejected tokens. We've ran 114 global comps. We've got zero point 0.2 soul in pending claim fees. Like, we've got tons of really cool stats right here. You can even see your own personal performance, where how much soul I've actually earned, how much I've spent. It's, it gives you that kind of understanding
The
of,
metrics and your performance statistics.
yeah, so you kind of see what's going on. And I've put a lot of stuff into the games on purpose, not trying to win. So yeah, my losses are going to be a little disproportionate, because I've been purposely using my lower level idle slots to go into certain games and help get more players in, so there's bigger pots for people to win. But the cool part is not just on the rejected idol side. This is what I'm really proud of. So with GMLYPE, rejected idol lets you train your idol, compete in the competitions to see who's the most rejected idol. You win the pot. It's a PVE type game, right? Pay to play, pay to win. GMLYPE lets you go through, claim any experience for whether you're saying GM or GN interacting on X, just checking in. You get experience for using rejected idol, playing rejected rumbles, yapping on the chat system. Once the tipping system does work, but I still got to fix the experience to pull from that. And you even get experience for minting NFTs on the platform, right? So you pull all your experience, you go through, you get your training knocked out, right? You continue to work on your levels, you get levels up, and you can see all the different stats my pixel jammer has, right? So what's new recently in the last week is when you go to manage GMers, your stats are saved in the database, connected directly to the contract address of that individual NFT. So it doesn't matter if it's a pixel jammer, it doesn't matter if it's a reject NFT or a Bengal Tiger pass from 15 years ago. You can go through, add it as your GMer to manage or to play, and the stats will follow. You could sell it, trade it, whatever. The stats follow the actual NFT. So by that cool little part right there, right, you're able to go through and join our battles. Now the whole purpose of GMLYPE to start with is build your experience, go through the battles, have fun, try to win. There's the battle royale system is going to be, you buy in, and it's going to be similar to the PVE side of rejected idol, but instead of winning a soul or a rejected or sun pot, it's actually going to be NFTs, free mints for the booster cards, special rarities. So first place might get a mythic, second place might get hype, so depending on the types of events, it's going to essentially give that winner an ability or an instant click to claim, and that prize, you'll pay the mint fee, the gas fee, just the gas fee, the 0.0047. You pay to mint the NFT, and boom, you don't have to pay the 0.2 soul or the anything else like that. You get that free mint right there. You mint it instantly, and that's your prize. So we got all that cool shit. That's like, that part's almost done. But when you go over to the analytics side, all this stuff that you're doing, you're trying to stack your sun tokens, you're trying to win stuff in the games and bring it all back around. But when it comes time to flex, you can share your GMer, and I've got a system where it automatically pulls all your stats, and will build your character player card, and you can copy it, share it right to X. It's saved. I think it even builds into the save system for you too. When you hit, yeah, it downloads automatically when you hit copy image. So yeah, shows your PFP, everything like that. This is all live.
This is cool. This is cool.
Right? Thank you, man. And then the actual analytics.
Show me that one more time. The
So
GMR PFP.
so there's two different ones. There's two different ones I can show you. One, the easiest one to get to is in the analytics tab. You just click on the share GMR button and you pick one of your GMers and it pulls the stats, pulls your win-loss record, the current level of that GMer, the current battle power, shows the owner how much total experience they have, even has the cool little GM Life logo right there. And then when you click shared X, it automatically pulls X up, gives you a little pre-hyped up, check out my GMer stats in GM Life. And then you can easily, well, I'm not in that, but just go to your downloads, add your card, and boom, you got yourself a nice little X post. And then as I continue building the system out, eventually I'll pay for the Twitter API, and we'll be able to do easy extra bonuses for sharing, and help and additional interactions with the GMers account and stuff like that. Bit by bit by bit. Oh, William, what's up? I hope you gift me NFT. Well, that's. I mean, I do throw out a lot of gifts, bro. It's normally people don't just jump in asking for free stuff. Interesting. I'm curious on. I don't know. Well, welcome to the stream. I'm Mr. Fun Guy. Nice to meet you, man. But yeah, so this is the basic rundown of GM Life. Now, just to remind people, this is still technically a live open beta. It's not all fully done. I'm still kind of tweaking stuff to make sure shit's fair, it runs smoothly. If there's ever any errors, let me know. But the cool part is this gives you your user stats, how many battles I've gone through, and then I can click the global stats where in the last, altogether we've had 100 and, that can't be global. That's got to be just my own stats, I think. Oh, maybe it is. Okay, that might be global. But yeah, if that's global, I've battled in half the battles here for GM Life. But yeah, the whole purpose is to be able to give people the absolute most of the numbers breakdown of where their character stands, and then you can even see here at the bottom I built a probability simulator based off of how my battle system works. So if you're battle power 65 and you're going up against somebody who's 200 battle points, you got a 26% chance of winning. Now if you're going against somebody who just started and they only have 25 or something like that, you got a 60% chance to win. So it kind of shows you even if you're a newer player and you're going up against an elite mother effer, you're still having a chance to win. It's still not a lost cause. And I wanted to give their that weighted averages to be fair, so it's not, so it makes sense still to mint the booster cards and everything, but at the same time, you don't necessarily have to, and you can go through and try to enter the games for at a smaller price point, with less work put in, and still have a small chance to win. And then of course I can bring you guys back to our equipment system to kind of show you how you can get your battle points up, and then run on over, mint yourself some booster cards if you feel like you don't have enough. And once again, I do have, not just for GM Life, but on the Rejected Idol side too. If you want, you can mint yourself directly mythic NFTs. There's only a max of 10. The legendaries has, and hype, you got a max of 20. Some of them here, or the hype, got a max of 50. Some of them, like the consumables, I've given you, higher amounts of being able to, higher mintable amounts. But really the biggest thing is once these mythics are gone, I'm going to be doubling the fee to mint them, and keeping the amount the same. So, yeah, like this just open knowledge. It's alpha as well, and that goes for both games. So if you go over to I can't honestly, just to not to like toot my own horn too much, you guys, but I am so freaking happy and impressed with the speed of this platform and how nice it's smooth overall it runs. Absolutely love it. Not like I said, not to brag too much, but this I think I did a really good job, you guys. Um, but yeah, like you can come back over here and you got 8
You did.
Armani suits left.
No, I have been following the development, so kudos to you. It's a really good platform. Me and Captain both have been exploring it.
Nice. And also, this is an open offer, not just to you, bro. But to any other builders out there. I have had since we very very first in the groundbreaking of the clubhouse. My plan and um my long term inspiration is for me not to be the only one building and adding utilities and stuff to the clubhouse. So I've got an open offer of just a 50-50 split, where if somebody wants to bring code to the clubhouse, we can integrate it, and then we just off the top split 50-50, and then from that 50%, is what breaks up for the clubhouse value then, and then that developer or other project would retain the other 50% of the funds. So if they're, I see that as a win-win. Somebody can benefit from the traffic already coming to the clubhouse in the future, especially hopefully very heavily benefit. And then, yeah, I get to benefit, and the rest of the clubhouse gets to benefit from me not having to spend the extra time to develop stuff. So just throwing that out there with these games that you got coming out, and stuff like that. Like, did you see some of the games the little arcade games I
A
built?
little chat about this because we have similar ideas. Like we are always open to partnering and partnership because and that offer is more than like fair because
Right?
yeah, this is fair because that's exactly how we did it with on the Slotto platform. We
Nice.
basically went 50-50 with the bug style. Like we're like, okay, we're gonna build the code. um you, Bugsdow is going to provide us the development fund, and we're gonna and they're gonna manage basically the community. It's gonna be the community side of it is gonna be on the Bugsdow end. We're gonna be like the development side of it, so that that concern is also um defined. You know what I mean? Like not one platform or one game or one utility is basically pulling people in multiple directions, if that makes sense. So yeah, I mean, we're totally down to have a chat about that.
Let's freaking go, bro. I was gonna show you too, if you're still looking at the screen.
I am. Yep,
So
I
this
am.
is this is a simple. I call it "I'm so empty" for the empty headers. But it's a snake clone. Super 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 rough at the moment. But the goal for this guy is gonna be to be a multiplayer like Snake.io type game, where people pay uh, a buck or something along those lines for the leaderboard, and then like the sorry, yeah, not that leaderboard, my bad. So yeah, like I don't have the actual leaderboard built on this one. Um, but yeah, the whole purpose will be, you play the game more and more. I'll be doing daily, weekly pots type stuff. The more people that play, the bigger the pots get. The direct, PvP type stuff. I've got call this Dad Dash from the Only Dads game, and this one you're essentially a just a dad running out delivering coffee. You get points for delivering coffee to the right houses. Super, whatchamacallit, really, really rough draft. Obviously, I'd probably put a lot more time in it before I actually offered people to play it and whatnot. But
You know what I'm thinking?
I got this one too. What are you thinking?
I am thinking.
So this is Empty Battles.
Let me learn how to publish on the Dap Store while you keep building the
Oh, I
Clubhouse.
already know how to publish on the App Store, brother. That's the funny part is
But
I
why didn't you publish the Clubhouse as an
because
app?
it's not ready for that level of mobile. I
Oh,
need to
okay.
really, really, really clean up the mobile side of stuff.
Okay.
And
Okay. So that's what I was thinking. Um, Let me understand the nooks and crannies of how to make it like really cool for mobile, and then um, we can work with you to basically get Clubhouse on the App Store, like with all the things that it has, like it includes. So someone who goes, not just App Store, my bad, not just App Store, any App Store,
Seeker Store.
like any store, like iOS, Android, App Store, any App, any App Store, they anyone would be able to go and download Go Clubhouse, the app itself, and then start playing. For non Web3 users, you gotta keep these games that you were showing me, um, where they just basically do other stuff like non Web3 related stuff. That's not like a primary focus of the app, but we still have to publish in all what is it called, like all platforms. But for the Seeker users, or I mean like the Solana mobile users, they'll be able to play all the games that you're and all the stuff that you're building, like the idle mining, the rejected idols, the GM life, all of those.
Yeah, like you see this too. Like I've got I got so
Yeah,
many
yeah.
games.
This is like
Oh,
the space. We used to play these
this
when we were
Galaga.
kids. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
And then
yeah.
check this out. This I call this the Emptiness NFT coloring game. So what it does, I'm gonna find a good NFT here. This should work. So this converts it to line work. Pretty much pulls all the color out. I confirm in color. Now I can. Now, obviously, as you can tell, the coloring system needs to be upgraded still, and I have to fuck with that a bit. But like, be able to go through, change your colors, set it all up, and then what you do is you save and submit. And the plan of what I'm going to do with that is you submit for a small amount of rejected or soul or something, and then it's going to go into a rating voting system, and the person each week or whatever with the highest amount of votes wins the all the submission fees plus any of the voted rejected token, like all that kind of stuff. Like there's a whole fun little gamified system for voting you know, that stuff for people. And then the last one I'll show you is this one's gonna be my favorite. But the old asteroids,
Yep, I see it.
like,
Nice.
dude, it's the fucking controls.
It's
It's so smooth, so freaking smooth.
What's your favorite type of games, like video games?
Bro, I honestly, my favorite type, it's RuneScape. I mean, I've been playing that or was playing that off and on for almost over 20 years. That's part of the reason why I'm building Rejected Empire. Otherwise, like I love the old Mario games. I love the old Sonics and the 2D side scrollers and stuff. That's why the Empty Battles is gonna get, you know, like my goal is to have, you know, games like this where they're fun, man, and you just keep playing, and I'll eventually keep adding more and more to the different levels and the different, you know, um, parts of the games and whatnot, because I got
Yeah.
crazy ADHD and I can't just let shit
Yeah.
stay.
Nice. I love MMO games, like World of Warcraft. I played some of that. The most I played in my life are either the number one would be strategy. I love strategy. Like I grew up playing strategy games. I have always been a strategy gamer. Like Age of Empires,
Oh, I've
all
got
the Age of
Age of Mythology. I
Empires,
was recently just starting to
all,
play.
all the Total War series, like Rome, all the Roman history games, or even the Knights games, like where you play on basically where you play on a map and you build your armies, you attack territories, you send diplomats, you send spies, um, basically strategy. I would love to build a strategy game in Web3,
Oh
but
yeah.
there is no good one right now. There is not a single good one uh, in Web3. There was one which had the promise of becoming a really good strategy game, but the founders didn't
Yeah.
understand. Game had more potential. Like literally, when it was King Royale. Did you follow that project? Like when it was
Yep. I
around?
was following the hell out of that for a while.
Yep. So King Royale had the potential, right? I
Oh yeah, it
was
had
like,
potential for sure.
yeah, and then they basically quit shop and left. And I was like, oh my god, like why? Like you have gamers here, like real people playing for how good the game is. It's not about the money. It's not about the token that you're trying to pump. Like just build the game.
Right. No, 100,000%. I totally agree with that. And that's, and I feel like that's kind of, kind of the reason why, I've been building the way I have with all this, is I figure I'm going to just keep building until it's too big to ignore. And then at that point, the people who have been holding and supporting for so long, they'll be the ones that benefit the most from everything.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, yeah. It's like your Web3 version of Patreon, or yeah, all game developers are on Patreon, right? Like with their own accounts, and then what is the other platform? Not just Patreon. There's another one that people use to where game developers run their communities. I mean, they all have Discord channels and Telegram channels, but there is another platform where they
huh.
you I forgot.
I'm not
Not
sure off the
Kick,
top of my head.
not Kick, not Twitch, because those are like streams. Um, it's like where you pay creators, content creators, to keep going. It's I can't
Like
remember, but there is another one.
fans? Only fans type
Fansly?
shit?
No, not OnlyFans, because OnlyFans and Fansly, those are more like adult heavy.
Well,
These
yeah,
are
but
more like comic book, or you know those visual novella games where you basically um you just you just click, you just button click and move to through the story, and sometimes you make text choices. It's like
yeah.
you're having a conversation. Which one would you choose? That basically takes you down to another storyline. Me and Captain, we built like two chapters of another game, such a game. I believe in 2020 four, five, no, 2024, towards the end of 2024. Probably we were a little bored building Slotto for a few days. We need a little break. What should we do for fun? We have so many projects that are not published. You won't even believe it. Like you'll be like, "What? What? These are not published?" Like you will play those chapters and you'll be like, "What? This is not like published." But we just moved away. But anyway, I was saying those are some communities that uses the Patreon on another similar platform like that, where the game creator is not just a game developer, but they're also a storyteller. So
Yeah.
and they're also maybe the artist as well, or sometimes it's like two people. One is the
Dragons
developer
of
and the other is
Eden. You ever heard of that game or that
which
project?
one?
Dragons of Eden used to start off a long time ago as Ugly Dragons on Ethereum, and then they turned to Dragons of Eden, I think. That's
Maybe I
kind of like
have.
a
I don't think I heard of them.
oh, it's
No.
like a Dungeons and Dragons type vibe to them. Back when I was messing with Crypto Quest. Um, it was like yeah, so like the dude came up with it's almost like a Risk type game, the game Risk, um, where you're taking over land and property and stuff like that, and like it's like that board game kind of concept. Um, yeah, like, there's some interesting like it's kind of a strategy level game like you're talking about, um, but I know he's still like solo building it, and he's still a ways out. I think. Like it's partly running, but I don't. I guess it has been a few months since I've been in there and
Have you
checked it out.
hired more staff? Is
Oh
there
yeah, I
anyone available?
all six of I got six staff. Yep, I'm doing like 100. I guess I don't know what they
You're making like 100 grand per second.
Yeah, pretty much. And I even got the hardware expert going, so every minute and a half I got another 3.1 million coming through. 3.73.
Nice. Those are like fake hardware or like copycat hardware
Oh
where
yeah.
which don't have like patents and stuff.
Oh, I do. I used to
The Chinese copies, basically.
I used to buy I used to one of the things when I was first getting started in the music festival industry and I was slinging vapes and e-cigs, I found out about Alibaba and I started making friends with the actual manufacturers in China. So there's
Yeah, yeah,
about
yeah.
15 different manufacturers that I worked with and I'd import just $2,000 worth of merch every other week from different
Right.
manufacturers all over China, just
I
to
have
find the
to go
best
to some
versions.
festivals with you this year.
Oh, yeah, like there's gonna be a few good ones.
Yeah.
Like so some good family friendly ones. There's a couple ones I'm not probably gonna go back to just because it wasn't worth my time and money. But otherwise, yeah, dude, like the festival season, like I'm all
Yeah.
about. I love fests.
I went
It's
to multiple last year during the festival season. Um, Couple of them were EDMs. Most of
yep.
them are EDMs.
Well,
Um,
I've got a few EDMs I go to, but most of it's like jam band or um, most of it's more of like a hippie slash jam band or Trucker Fest was a little bit of that and like bluegrass and stuff. I did the Minnesota Bluegrass Association Festival last year as well. So like there, there's all sorts of different types of music.
how's the weather like when the festival season kicks in? How's the temperature?
Oh, temperature's fine. You just got to worry about storms. Like rain and wind, that kind of stuff. So just make sure that whatever festival you go to, especially in the Midwest area, um, be prepared for if it's in the summer, be prepared to be just sweating and probably wet with wind or something like that. So if just I used to be a Boy Scout, be prepared.
So the Solana published a list the other day, their official account, for like Breakpoint, the next venue of Breakpoint, because Breakpoint 2026 is in London, but I
Ooh.
believe in 2027 they're bringing it back to the U.S. So they were
What?
polling. Yeah, so they were polling, and number one they published probably New Jersey or San Francisco, and number they put LA in number five, and then I went there and commented. I literally I'll tell you what I wrote
I'm
just a
over here
second.
like I would personally get myself a ticket to go to Breakpoint if it was back in the States again this next year. I would totally do that. I would I'd try to see if I get my ass up there for a speaking spot. So
Yeah,
like let's get the
yeah.
rejects up and talk about the goddamn Clubhouse, guys. But anyway,
Hold on. Let
it's
me
we're
read it.
getting a little bit through here towards our second hour, and I am gonna have to take care of kiddos here pretty soon. So I do want to kind of get into um more of the the direction the real reason why I wanted to kind of open up the chat. I see we got Revo and John Z in Discord as well. So as you guys can tell, there's a lot that we've been building, right? Clubhouse is massive at this point. The opportunity to have a large chunk of just outside communities interacting with the Clubhouse, this, that, and the other. Um, what I want to do is figure out my next directions on what I should be focusing specifically on. So where we're at with the Clubhouse, in order
Can I
to
interject for a quick second?
yeah, sure.
I know we're discussing. My question is exactly on that point. Are you? Do you have any statistics tracking for the site itself, like site analytics, like your daily active users or your session limits, like where people are logging in from? Those
Not
kind of things.
not fully yet. I do have to
Okay,
go through and
I'll
add that.
just give you two quick tips. You'll be able to figure it out with any agent in like 10 minutes.
Oh yeah.
Honestly. So one is attach Google Analytics to the site. It's just a metadata that you have to add to
Yeah.
your like index page that Google at that point will start indexing your site. So implement Google Analytics onto the site. That way you will be able to tell like who's logging in from which IP address and not really individual but like individual users but like in clusters. Like you'll be able to see like clusters of like, oh, you have 30 people from United States, 20 people from Nigeria, those kind of things. And then you can check what pages they're visiting, like how much time they're spending on which page, that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
That's Google Analytics. And
I've got a
then
Google Analytics account. I can definitely go through it. It's been a while since I've added
yeah,
that to anything. So yeah, 100%. I just texted that to you in chat to remind myself. But yeah, I'm sorry.
okay.
Go ahead, please, man.
No,
This is awesome.
and the next one is Cloudflare.
Oh, I use
Attach
Cloudflare.
Okay, so Cloudflare should show you some basic statistics, right?
Oh, I don't use Cloudflare for the Clubhouse though. I use Cloudflare for other stuff, but I could definitely
Attach Clubhouse, yeah. Attach the
yeah.
site Clubhouse to Cloudflare. Cloudflare will show you some basic statistics, and it will also block threats on your site. Right now,
Oh shit.
there's so I'll give you an example. Over December, like since we launched in December, we have had about. Let me check my current stats. That way, I can just directly tell you what I'm looking at, like how Plotto is doing. So that way, like we can make easy comparisons. What? Anyway, show me reports. Cloud. Ta-da! Log in already.
I just joined the daily soul game by accident, you guys, with one of my lower level slots. So there you go. There's a chance for somebody to pick up some soul from me. But yeah, no.
So Cloudflare basically blocked about 80,000 requests that are threats to the site.
Oh jeez.
over last month, and total requests are not individual users. Requests are like every time, like a, a user like is trying to do something, like and one click can maybe send 100 requests. So that's like an average. But anyway, um out of like 480K real requests, like not sorry, not real requests, out of 480K total requests, about 80,000 threat requests were mitigated by Cloudflare. So
Wow.
deploy Cloudflare on Clubhouse, because the the vulnerabilities that we're seeing um, in Web3 can easily be mitigated. Like the front, like the first level of defense is Cloudflare. So that will show you both statistics, and Google Analytics will show you statistics. Then you can basically target and focus on what is actually working on the site, and where people are actually spending the most time, and what could be improved there,
I
rather
That's
than
perfect.
like trying to um, guess where you should go.
No, 100%. I greatly appreciate that. That'll help me a lot just for what people are enjoying on the platform and stuff. Cause I know we probably get about 20 to 75-ish users a week, is my guess, based off of me just seeing the wallets coming through and what's being used and connecting, and who's just checking stuff and then leaving or coming in and staking or claiming or whatever, and that's it. But no, I really appreciate that. Some really solid advice for a direction, to help kind of even just figure out where my vulnerabilities are at too.
Yeah, and Slotto currently, from over the last week, got 1.36K, which is 1,360 unique visitors.
Oof.
24 hours is 354 unique visitors. 30 days is 4.5K unique visitors. But like every time you log in, like out of that, like I don't know, like out of that, let's say over the last 24 hours, out of that 354, I might have checked the site at least 10 times. So um, those are all unique visits. So I am not sure. Like these are, you will get some statistics. Like you will be able to see, like not just like a single person, but how many times they're also visiting, not individually, but like an aggregate, like in total. So you have to at that point estimate, like, oh, okay, if I'm seeing there are like 20 unique visitors, and I visited the site like 5 times today, and I know uh, Revolutionize visited 3 times, John Z visited 3 times because they've been talking about it. So then probably there are 5 total users today.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. I, I just was checking the leaderboard here on Rejected Idol, and I'm like, holy shit! Somebody just dethroned me for the first time in competition wins. Freaking, I'm Tim too. Grats, bro. Holy shit.
Nice, nice.
Um,
Team Two is the highest ticket holder in
Slato.
uh,
Yep.
Slotto. Did you see the latest jackpot?
No, let me pull it up real quick, and then yeah, I'm gonna go over kind of go over the other
Sorry,
thoughts I had
sorry
too
to
here.
Interrupt your thought process though
No, no, it's okay.
earlier, but continue. Like you were talking to John Z and the other guys about
Oh shit.
like what direction we should take.
Live jackpots at 3.23 soul, you guys, holy shit. And oh, snap.
Oh
82.
snap! Rejected. The rejects are again at the top.
Well, I made a big post yesterday also. Told people to get in there and do it, and I
Somebody has to wake up KB.
right? For real. For real.
But KB is building cool stuff. We had a chat, like we had a Discord chat. We KB never misses the Friday. Like sometimes because of family or health issues, but otherwise KB is always there on Fridays, either on Discord or on the Twitter space. But he's building 3D models. You like if you saw those, You'd like, bro, this is so cool. Like,
That's
he
killer.
is literally printing the knuckle bunnies that we saw in the pictures, but now in 3D, like your
Wow.
little 3D toys.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I didn't
Yeah.
even know. I haven't talked to KB for months. I've been so deep in this, and honestly, that's what That's another good segue back into the direction of where I'm trying to go here now too, because
Yeah.
uh, yeah, we're at that 2 hour mark, and I do got to get kids fed here in a little bit as well. They're having fun playing one of those like old retro Genesis things that have all the games preloaded on there, so they're having fun at the moment. Um, but yeah, so with everything you guys have seen today, we've got a lot that's live on the Clubhouse. Now, in order for me to be comfortable with with like a next step progression here, there's about a week to maybe a 2 week period tops of just cleanup. Going through making sure certain things like in the chat work like it's supposed to, certain things in the staking looks correct. Going through on the base chain side of stuff and reconnecting and double checking all the different contracts and transactions and everything like that, making sure all the different because there's been a couple bugs on the base side, and I haven't focused on base in like 2 months because they've been ignoring me on X. But what I've been the whole purpose and the reason why I'm saying something here is um, what my thoughts are is the clubhouse is robust AF at this point. Now I could do a couple different things after getting like this next week and a half, whatever period of time. There's a couple different directions I could go. One, I could take a 98% break from code and spend a couple to a few weeks specifically back to Mr. Fun Guy Hype Master, project to project, uh, interactions, onboarding, um, bringing bringing people from spaces and stuff, getting booking a shit ton of spaces, just really pounding the pavement at this point and focusing on um, all that side of getting attention to what we built now. So there's a big part of me that feels like that's a really good direction to start looking at, right? But at the same time, there's also a few other things. Like I just showed you guys 7 different arcade games, and I'd say it'd probably take me about a week or two tops to push live at least 3 to 4 of those and have them on chain, able to be played with a leaderboard system, buy-ins, payouts, that kind of stuff, right? I could go the direction of hyper focusing on Rejected Empire to get the idle side knocked out. This is could be a massive, huge direction for us to be able to pull funds in through the the land mint, through working with the Omerta and Empire a lot closer. Me using my Don to start the essentially the Clubhouse Omerta DAO. And what that would do is, for those of you guys who've been following the whole white label side of stuff, um, the concept of the white labeling the platform is to give another project 20% off the top of the entire Clubhouse. But for like a $2,500-$3,500 fee, I deploy a Clubhouse for them, and then they have their own white label Clubhouse that they're able to completely manage through my admin console that's already built. So, huge. Like I'll have to go through before we're done here, Professor, and show you what I've already built in the admin console because it's fucking nuts. So there's that direction that I could go, where we focus on the Empire Rejected Empire game and really bringing, because for those of you guys who are paying attention to Omerta and the Empire token at this point, they're hot as freaking hell, and it's only getting bigger because we're seeing these crazy swings and fluctuations in prices and stuff, and tokens and markets and everything. But Empire's been very stable overall, and it's been continuing to generate income day after day, to the point where they've upped their, from a quarterly rev share payout, they did the entire last quarter's rev share payout in 1 month yesterday. Like their the month of January got paid out last night, and they paid out over 9 grand. And so it's like, do we want to, like, that would be a really solid, good direction to look at, and hyper focus into, to be able to, you know connect the communities further and grow that way. um Another direction we could go, or I could go as well, is continuing to build out the chat system. Like, I could spend a week and a half fucking beef the crap out of this chat system, and then connect it to the rest of um beef out GMLYPE a little bit, get that game built out further, take care of base, and push the games through base. I could really just continue to robust the platform. um so there's a few different directions I can go and really focus my energy and time and thought process on stuff. So I guess that's really what I want to bring to you guys is, do we want to focus more on um, the marketing, the taking a break from pushing utilities, just get it all cleaned up and ready to actually go live to market, just for people to use, not worry about, because like I could the fifth thing is I could hyper focus on the white label system itself, and look towards that as I clean up what I need to clean up between base and Solana, make sure the games work back and forth with idle and rumbles and GMLYPE, and then get that whole white label side done. Start selling, or attempting to market and sell white label systems, while adding more blockchains to the Clubhouse beyond base. So we could start looking at trying to sell the Pixel GMR mints on base, and Binance Chain, and Sui and Say, and all these other chains. Like, I'm looking at maybe 2 to 4 weeks of what it would take really to do the white label system properly and finish that up. I'm looking at about a month and a half to get Rejected Empire to where I would want for people to start really testing and playing the game, and being able to mint and burn to mint for the crafting system. So it's like, which direction do we want to go? So if you are a Rejected holder, if you hold our token, if you hold one of our NFTs, please jump into the Discord. Let me know if you got any questions, any thoughts. I've got the we got Johnsy Professor and Revo. So if either one of you three have anything to say or thoughts on there, I see Grayman. He likes the Empire plan, and then white label. Normally, I'd say go to market aggressively, but with crypto down, this is the perfect
Where
time
are
to
you
keep
reading
building.
these comments from?
That one just came through Twitch.
Okay.
I've got my multi-stream up through Streamlabs.
Please read them for me, please.
So far for on Streamlabs, I've only got one thought process, and that's the Empire plan. Grayman likes the Empire plan, and working with Rejected Empire, that game, getting that started, and continuing to really build and grow for the next month and a half to 2 months with the platform cleanup as well, and getting things prettified.
What's the Rejected Empire? That's the Rejected Empire game?
Yes, that's the MMORPG.
That was the game that you were showing, like the crafting and the mining.
Yeah, so the biggest thing about that one is it's gonna be like, I'm gonna have to open up like 100 plus. Are you open to
accounts. Having a chat with me in the Discord later about how we can build like an Empire game there?
Yeah. Like I've already designed 90% of like what for the Rejected Empire and stuff. Like I've got most of it designed.
But what would be the end goal there? Like to utilize like what token, or what was the? Sorry, I didn't catch that part. What was the core motive behind building the Empire game, like the
So
Rejected Empire game?
a couple different ones. The first part of the motivation is to integrate the Empire token further into the rejected ecosystem, and getting my holders more acclimated and entered into that, into that as a holder. The other side of it is the land mint, being that, so between the land mint and the Dons, because I own a Don from the Omerta, I'm allowed to start my own sub DAO. Now the sub DAOs come with a certain, I think it's 444 NFTs to mint, and we choose the prices, this, that, and the other. So what I would be doing would be using the DAO mint for my Don to partially fund my ability to make money, because it's, I forget how it works out, but it's roughly like $2,900 roughly goes would go to me as the Don, and the other 29, like, I think it's like half the money goes to Omerta, the other half 25% goes to the Don, and 25% goes towards building the actual the DAO funds and stuff like that. So the part of it would be me being able to finally get paid. The other part would be the funds that go into the getting a full-fledged audit of the entire clubhouse, and that would really allow me to turn into the land mint, and then use that as a real fundraising ability to continue to fund the game development and stuff like that. So the big goal for me personally is to use the game to start generating income. All these different choices and directions that we could go, my purpose and my aim is to try to generate funds effectively sooner than later. But I don't want to just do something ASAP because, oh yeah, it'd be some quick money for the project. I want to do it because it makes sense as a part of our continued development and flow and where we want to go as a project. So something like this would be perfect. It wouldn't be a fast overnight paycheck for me, but it would be something that would allow us to seriously and a lot closer partner up with Omerta and Empire on a much more public direction.
Yep. I agree. What was the other idea in the chat?
Well, he said the other one was still from Grayman. He'd say the other side is he'd normally go for the white label concept, aggressive, and then go to market, go market everything aggressively. So work on the white label and market aggressively. He's
What's
like,
the white label route?
So the white label route, I'll show you.
Okay.
So if you're watching my screen, you guys.
I am watching.
So please don't, this hurts my eyes too. But this is my admin dashboard. And what I've built is absolutely everything in the entire clubhouse can be fully customized. Color, gradients, you can change your background gradient. Everything's fully customized throughout the entire clubhouse, so you can completely self-brand this. On top of it, I've got Amazon secrets built in, so you can use you can actually securely use your treasury wallet. Built-in analytics, set your additional fees on top of my fees for the platform. Add your own ads, add your own admins, set your feature projects. I'm able to go through and add tenants, like devlessly, which allows me, so I deploy, so the concept of a white label system is right now this is one clubhouse, right? But
one version of a clubhouse.
I can go and deploy another version of the clubhouse, go into the admin console, create a new tenant. I can go and copy over, take a boom, copy the database, and name that schema, and then pretty much each clubhouse is just connecting to a tenant schema, and the rest of, like, I could have 100 clubhouses spun up. They all use the same central database for base, chain, Solana, like the overall staked NFTs, the overall um, game information and connection. Like, they're playing the same games. You'll be able to play the same idle games and battle the same people in GM Life, but then you're going to be able to go through and all the fees that come through your deployment, your white label deployment, 20% goes to that project. So let's say Omerta, which is going to be getting their own clubhouse in the future, what I would do is I would deploy this with the whole Omerta vibe, and then the more they use that platform, that's right in every single transaction built into that. Money goes right into their treasury wallet, and then through updating and adding their own fees. So I do an 80-20% split. 80 goes to the to the clubhouse, 20% goes to the tenant. If they add their own fees on top, I do a 20-80 split where I take 20% over of what they're adding. So anything over what we're doing, we take 20% and we let them keep 80% of that. So if they add 0.1 SOL onto all their fees, we get to keep an extra 0.02. They get to keep an extra 0.08 for each of those transactions that comes through, if that makes sense. So that whole thing it's live, or it's not live, but it's very close to being live. Set your own reward pools, full-fledged. Here, I'll show you. This is the others. So like my admin console is really fragmented at the moment, and this isn't all connected either. But this is really close though, where I'll be able to break down each tenant, and I'll be able to see which staked on which. Where is it? I had a whole chain switch. Oh yeah, here we go. So I can switch between the different chains, see the different, who's generating what fees, that kind of stuff. For the month, like everything, the whole entire clubhouse is going to be just broken down. How many times someone, like you said, you're telling me about Google analytics and everything, and Cloudflare's, I'm just going to be able to help me aggregate the data that much faster. So I'm not, because right now I'm building all this data myself, versus like I don't have to reinvent the wheel with that. So yeah, I'll end up just integrating that as well and getting even faster data from it. But yeah, the whole purpose of this platform, long term, is to essentially be able to have somebody, like, I want to have 50 clubhouses on base with people lining up to sign up for more. I want to have people on base, Sui, Say, Solana, whatever, Binance, everybody hanging out, chatting, doing everything on the freaking clubhouse. And then when you go back and you're where am I here? You come back to the clubhouse and you're talking and you're meeting friends. Like, the whole purpose of this long term, not just to have the ability to switch back and forth between blockchains, like really easy and simply, but to make it so it's practically chain agnostic, where I've got my global chat. You can talk to people, like you can see the soul tags on there, but you'll be like, it works right now. If you go over on a base, add your connect your wallet, you can chat on base and it'll say that person's on base. You can see what chain they're on. You'll be able to see, like, when I finish working on this whole thing, like, I've got a whole badge system I just need to tweak a few things and turn it live and figure out how I want to display stuff really on the front end between in the chat profiles and stuff like that, where based off of how many mints or this, that, or the other, how many different NFTs you've got staked, you're able to earn badges throughout all of this left and right and be able to flex them just like you earn roles in Discord. Very similar. It's all going to be on here, badges built in for the clubhouse, and then once I add my my Clubhouse bot to Discord, you'll just pull your roles back and forth. All you need to do is make sure you're logged into Discord and connect your Discord account on the actual Clubhouse, and you won't even have to do shit. Confirm nothing on Discord at all. Like, if as long as it's connected to that Discord account, you'll have all your roles and everything connected for you on Discord. So, like, there's some cool shit that I can do on that side too. So it's really, you know, where does, does our community think my my focus is gonna benefit us the most? I mean, certain things are cool, certain utilities and tools and stuff in games, the concept's fun. But realistically, oh, I see World Boss is here. What is up, World Boss? Do you have anything for me, brother? What do you got? What is up? How you doing? Or not? You might have push to talk on, bro. But yeah, like, really the biggest thing I'm curious, and even if you guys don't know right off the top, um, or don't have necessarily a thought right at this second, or like, marinate on this, please. We got about a week and a half until I'm really gonna be ready to kick shit into the next gear. And like I said, my main focus is gonna be making sure all the little bugs are cleaned up across the Clubhouse, and that's including rejected rumbles and messing with base chain as well, and just making sure the base chain side of stuff is looking good, because there's another side of stuff, um, for the Johnzy knows, CryptoQuest. Spencer, the one of the guys that used to work with that project, and him and I have kind of stayed in loose contact over the years. Um, the Racino team project or whatever that they've got. It's on Solana. We've got Clubhouse cars. Like, we've got Formula One Clubhouse cars, by the way, NFTs that they did for us, custom cars. There's like 25 of them out there somewhere. I've got one of them. But they've been still running that, but they've recently, and they're this close to launching live for streaming and everything, their own marbles game. You guys know I used to fuck with marbles a lot. Well, this one's supposed to be able to work on Twitter API if they listen to me. So, which means we'll be able to do giveaways, like marble races, over Twitter, where people are able to chat, type in and chat, and I'll end up pulling the API from them too. So I'll be able to, I'll work with their development team and make it so you'll be able to chat through the Clubhouse, possibly even if I can convince them. But yeah, like, the whole purpose of all this is to give us stuff to do, and and try to make some money at the same time, right? So, yeah, I would love some input. Would love some input, you guys. If you're watching, feel free to text, to message. If you're in Discord, feel free to unmute, step up, say hi.
I think you're in the right direction, bro. I think you're in the right direction. I think all the suggestions that came in are valuable. Um, it, I think eventually it will come down to opportunity. Like, what opportunity do you have at the moment? Because I heard you mention saying you would rather do it sooner than later. So,
But
based
that's
on what I,
everything. That's
yeah,
everything I want to do sooner than later. That's
yeah.
but it's
But
really
I
what
think the
makes sense.
opportunity about, like, going for the white labeling product, you would it would it your target audience is, the number of people are very small. It's like only people who want to build a project or build a platform or run a
Right.
community. So you're looking at, like, founder level, just like founders and lead project leads, those kind of people. So in your network, you have to look at opportunity, like, who are the people that can actually utilize this, or even make this happen.
Well,
Like,
and that's kind of where I'm looking at that side of it being on because that kind of also goes hand in hand with the rejected empire and working with Omerta type thing because um I know that's something that Mike himself has wanted for a very long time. When we first started talking like 2 years ago, had come to find out that he had an actual Clubhouse channel in his Discord, and he was trying to make his Discord into something similar. He had this very similar concept of the Clubhouse as I was actively pushing it live and building that with the old developer. So initially we started off as kind of competitors in that mental competitors in that aspect until we started to get to know each other and realize that we're not competing, we're both going the same direction. um, but I mean, I feel like I have ran the idea and that concept by him with my using my Don as the DAO or the Clubhouse as the DAO project because at that level the 20% that the Omerta would get would be the rev share for those DAO NFTs. For those 444 NFTs, the rev share would be for those guys, for those holders. And then at that level, it's like, with the Rejected Empire game, then it's you got the land, which would the people who, especially those who are in the Empire, you wanting to spend their money on a land parcel. Like I watched 120 pre-sale one of one NFT tokens get sold last night in like 6 hours, in Empire tokens. So 44,000 Empire apiece, they sold out within a few hours. They had to open up a whole soul pre-sale now too. So like these guys are like they're finding more and more things to do with that token, and I really 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 like I enjoy the community. There's some good people in there, and I feel like being able to get that direction with those guys is definitely a solid idea.
yeah, yeah, I agree.
So at
Yeah,
that point, then maybe the real direction or the thought process for me should be, reaching out to Mike again here and seeing what he says about what his personal thoughts would be as far as would he rather see Rejected Empire worked on first or the white labeled version, like me getting ready for the Dowment, and because either way you look at it, either I'm gonna be able to
I think in order to
because there's money
Can
involved
you
go
either way.
any
can you
direction with the empire, go ahead, Johnzy. I think Johnzy's.
I, I I think you need to chart this out with effort and return because um to put a lot of effort into the white label, you're not going to get a lot of return right now. You're
Well,
just
and
not big enough.
that's
You maybe you will from Empire if they want a white label,
well, and
but I
that's
would use that as a proof of concept this year.
yeah,
The
that's
the
kind of
white
the
label
thought.
is a 3 to 5 year thing, so I would not put a lot of effort into that other than maybe getting Mike live.
Right, right, and that's kind of the direction that I was thinking. At that point, I wouldn't even have to really force the whole base chain side of stuff. Then it'd just really focus on Solana and making sure it functions how he needs it to after. But and that's where doing that would going back to the DAO side of stuff because their mints are like they're minting out fast. The way I look at that, it's like that would be able to give me a very probably one of the quickest paychecks through running the mint, getting a couple grand, and then having a couple $1,000s to be able, or a few $1,000s to be able to pay for an actual security audit
Audit.
on the Clubhouse. Yeah.
I think that's a huge thing, but I'd also like to see us clean up the last of the little things
Well, and that's the
before.
next week and a half is the all the game side of stuff. The
Because if you look, you have what, three games that are live, one that's not as live as the others, I guess, and then you have a bunch of coming soon stuff. Some of that is much bigger than others. Like Rejected Empire is a bigger effort than your Snake game by far.
right, and like I could spend 4 days to a week roughly, and push a few simple whatchamacallit games live, but that's where it comes down to the effort side of stuff. If I spend a week and a half cleaning up rumbles, GM life, idle, the staking side of stuff, just making sure everything works like it's supposed to, um, and then I can
That
turn.
should be your 3-month plan. Get everything working and clean that is not.
Oh, that's my
And
1 to 1.5 week plan, bro. That's gonna
I'm just
happen way
saying, like,
sooner.
get everything working that is not 100%, and then use your when you're sitting there on space, like let's say late spring, early summer, you really make a big push on spaces to start really bringing in the crowds once you have a very very robust platform
Okay.
with almost no bugs. That's when you can go, okay, I'll spend 2 days this week in the background just picking away at this one game, and then get that finished out of the little low hanging games.
Okay.
Because I don't think getting that snake game is going to move the needle, right?
No, no.
So that could be a filler when you're like, well, I've been on spaces all week. Let me heads down for 2 days on something to break the monotony.
Yeah, okay. I
But
dig that.
but I don't think going hard on spaces right now is going to return you anything, because they're just going to see the rumbles that we're not really doing rumbles very much.
Well, and so just to make sure I clarify a little bit for you still, bro. The next week to 2 weeks is for my, like, at this point for me, being dedicated to the full cleanup of the three games, the staking, make sure all the numbers show up like it's supposed to,
Broken
make sure the
wallets,
images. What's that?
broken wallets,
Broken
things like
wallets.
that.
Like, yeah, yeah, no, 100%. Like all that kind of stuff. The trying to figure out what the because they're not even broken wallets. The in the staking system, just making sure the because there's some people that, like, you have some old NFTs and stuff that didn't show right. Just, yeah, going back through and just making sure the database is up to date properly from the original issues from the old dev, that kind of stuff. Yeah, that's like the next week and a half, 2 weeks for me. So knowing like what you just said there a second ago, though, really helps me at least understand and prioritize that I shouldn't be just trying to focus on the hype right this second. Then either not right this second, but in 2 weeks I'm not gonna jump right into spaces or nothing. Really, what it sounds like you're saying is to go towards um, trying to look trying to figure out what's gonna make the fun, make money initially, and
Yeah.
bring eyes that direction.
Clean up. Then if you're feeling burnt out on the cleanup, go back and maybe work on GM life a little bit. Get that. Start moving that towards the finish line. I wouldn't bother with any of the ones that are in development. I'd get everything else finished.
Well, you'd be surprised. There's very, very little in GM Life that doesn't work now. But yeah,
I thought you didn't have the competitions going yet.
oh no, so the PvP arena is fully live. Um,
Okay, I was not aware that you could battle.
oh yeah, no,
The last I knew you could only grind.
we've ran in the last 7 days. We've ran 60, 128 battles in the last week.
Okay.
1v1s, and we've got 48,000 sun wagered. The platform has made 4,800 sun. Um, and then there's 4,600 still pending from the wallet. I even got, check this
My
out,
view is
Jonesy.
a week old. My view is a week old because
So
the
I even
last I
built
knew
this.
GM Life was only a grind.
Oh yeah, no, it's fully GM Life's technically fully functional now. Minus two stats. I got to get the giver because you can go through, and you can't in this part, but in the communities you can send tokens. You can tip. So the tipping system in the community side of the chat does work, and the issue is it doesn't push the experience to the giver yet. But once I finish up Rumbles, luck experience does work. Mint Master works, Idle works, Yapper works, Battle experience works, and like all the experience works. I even fixed GM and GN. because before you do your GN, and it only give you the ability to collect for the GM experience. So like all this is done except for turning on the giver experience. Otherwise, everything is fully functional. And when you go through and you change your GMers, now not even just the pixels, but if you're doesn't matter what NFT you use here, the my system records the NFT data, the contract address, and it's that NFT that is earning your stats now. So
Hmm.
you can sell, trade your NFTs, and the stats will go with it. But yeah, all that works. You can change back and forth and do training and battles for each NFT, daily claims for each NFT, equip your items for each NFT, or for each slot, I should say. I've even got the your level chart. So
So
for both that and
one
what's up?
one thing I think would be cool, I mentioned it already, is you have two big games, the Idle and the GM Life, that are kind of grind and build your character and your leveling. I would put those on the App Store and try to get that there this summer, so that you, when you're hitting spaces, you're like, not only do we have a platform live with all these games, we have more in development, but the two big click and play games are also on the App Store.
You know, I could easily still connect all the. Yeah, that wouldn't be difficult to pretty much pull the game out from the actual platform and just have it running separately solo.
Yeah, you don't need to have a platform app first. You could just have Idle and Life have their own little apps.
And then the links would go to the platform.
Yeah, it would just link directly to the backend database and the your Phantom wallet.
Yeah, because I'm thinking for stuff outside of the game, like when you're when you go into equip, mint more NFTs. I'm not going to have a mint page built into the app, but they'd be able to click that
Can you
and then
imagine? Can you imagine if people on their Seekers or their iPhones on Spaces heard that they could just download rejected Idle and start grinding? that,
huh.
that that would be insane.
See, that's the sixth direction I could look at too. I mean, honestly, it wouldn't be too difficult like I said, to take the game out and make it just a mobile app itself. I've already done the research on how to push it live on the Google App Store and on the Solana Mobile Store App Store. So,
And the Clubhouse, you could just have the chat and the staking be a separate app later, rather than be trying to do 500 things in one app.
yeah, no, I get what you're saying there. I mean, a hundred
But the games
percent.
is what's going to sell it. The games is what's going to sell it. If you're saying, hey, we're just entering the bear market, there's no reason to rush to FOMO. Let's target summer as the major marketing push. You have plenty of time to work on that and get the platform clean. You just kind of have to focus one direction for the next several weeks and knock that off. But I
Yeah,
think that should be another thing that you start thinking about. Be like, can I get one or two of these live? Because if you're able to say you have games live on multiple app stores, that's huge.
yeah. I mean, I guess that for whatever reason, I never have really put my brain in that direction. And I'm watching Scrolly do shit, and I'm hearing other people talk about that kind of direction for their project and their games and stuff. But huh? No, that's a really good idea. Like I honestly putting rejected idol into just because it's already mobile optimized, it would not be difficult. I mean, that would be like a 2 day project, possibly even.
Yeah, and then GM Life would be the other one. I don't think Rumbles really makes sense because it's more of a social thing
Yeah.
comparatively.
I mean,
Like
unless people want to be able
that's
to jump in and just easily access gamified raffles and start their own raffles, because they could do that too.
Yeah, so I think that's a lower priority by far because it's more of a, hey, let's be on stream, let's get a Rumbles going, or let's be in Discord. Everybody join the Rumble game on the Clubhouse.
Yeah,
you know.
yeah.
So since it's a community group thing, I'd focus less on that as an app.
No, that's a really freaking good idea.
And I don't know if you're able to do all the app stores or if you need some like help from, say, a professor or somebody to
Oh no,
what that
Professor and I
looks
were
like.
talking about even on the Unity side of stuff because Unity will actually automatically convert your mobile app into optimizations for Apple and everything. I mean, I think the only thing I'd have to make sure is like Android works fine, like the Android side of stuff for the Seeker phone or the Solana mobile app store and whatever. But otherwise,
Solana Store and iOS, I think, would be your two biggest needs.
yeah. But that's the thing though is it's like how Unity works is it takes care of the iOS for you, and Solana App Store works off of Android, and it's just the way that you go through um, and submit stuff through their system. Because I pulled all the information up a few weeks ago because I was like, man, the whole concept came through came through my mind with the Clubhouse, and like I should really start thinking about putting that together as an app at some point. But
Yeah, focus on that much later.
yeah, no, but
The
you're 1,000% right. Like taking because a good example is Thomas from Unify was the one who's like, yeah, you could do modular staking platforms and stuff, and the concept of even putting the Clubhouse as a white labeled modular staking platform was a lot more his idea. I mean, it kind of crossed my mind, but a little bit in the past, but not to the level that him and I have been talking about, or him and I had talked about. So, um, no, this mobile concept might be a really fun direction as well before I go too hard into other stuff.
Yeah, I think that should be one thing to do this spring while you're getting everything cleaned and audited, and then
Yeah.
just get rid of all the low hanging fruit here.
Well, and I think by we're because so the um at least kind of getting the concept ready for Omerta and as like that plan like we are talking about, um, that would get the initial funds in almost instantly once I get a whole plan put out and everything on paper and all the specifics written down as to the intentions and where the money would go and everything for the community. So that would actually be able to get me a little bit of
Runway.
development funds. Yeah. Huh.
Yeah, if that's not too hard to get that moving, that would be the one of the trifecta.
Right, right. Like I could yeah. Yeah, I feel like
Yeah,
that would probably
I
be
think the social side just it doesn't really make sense to rush.
Oh, you're
Since you
talking
got so many other just the idea of going on spaces and being
yeah.
super social. The minimal return right now, it's going to be a grind no matter when you do it. And I just don't know if there's enough. It's not like people are rushing into the space to ape into projects and spend money.
No, especially
Everybody,
with the markets and what's happening and shit. Like I
the
can't believe gold
the
tanked.
volatility the volatility in the market, people are worried about are just like chewing their fingernails waiting for, do I sell my soul now, or do I
Right.
hold and hope it goes up? They don't care about their NFTs that they think they've lost 100% of their money on.
Yeah. No, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. That's a because I was over here the last couple of days like, okay, maybe I should just go on this massive spaces spree and really just start kicking shit off and but no,
I
you
think
make a
that'll
really
be
good
next
point.
winter. That'll be more of a next winter thing when we're full on full like the full bear market, when people are bored and trying to find stuff to do again. That's when people are going to start wandering back into NFTs and be like, well, I think that's when the timing. It'll start to be more of a next winter thing after they got all their Christmas presents taken care of.
Yeah, yeah. No, you're not
But
wrong, and I mean it could even happen depending on I'm able to get done. I mean, if this is what I've done in 6 months. You know what I could do in another 6 months. It might not be winter until
No,
Like
I'm just saying, like with the space. The space is not going to move fast right now.
you don't think that at some point or at any time we could just see the massive influx of everything just mooning hard as freaking hell and actually seeing the real bull market that everyone was waiting for? Or
Oh, no, no, no. I'm not talking about like token bull market, like
oh, just
Bitcoin to 300. That could happen this spring. I
gotcha,
I
gotcha.
I don't think Bitcoin is going to go to 150 this spring. I'd be surprised if we see 120 again. I'm hoping it does.
No, I feel
Because
you on that hopium for sure.
what I'm saying is nobody's worried about buying NFTs right now. So I think that's going to be something that we might start seeing traction this summer into winter. The second half of the year, when people have fully given up on the bull market, then they'll slowly start going back to the NFTs and tokens, and you know, what do I do as my bag is like tanking
Fair enough.
type
Fair
thing.
enough.
Yeah, but so I think 2027 will be a huge time to buy NFTs. Do you remember what it was like in 21 and 22?
Yeah, and then I mean like I guess I'm seeing I don't know. I know with the market volatility and the economy and stuff all kind of out of whack. At the same time, I'm seeing what's happening over at the Omerta side, and I'm just like, man, it's like it's just natural organic growth, and they're making money hand over fist over there.
And that's from their community, right? It's not like
Well, no,
they're
not
bringing.
there's 21 plus founders bonds now, of different projects that are all. I mean, like, there's like yeah, it's just their
Interlinked.
community, but there's a lot of different founders and other projects into that. It's like
Yeah, I'm just saying it's not new money. It's like their partner projects and their communities
well, they're
that
bringing
are
new
just.
communities in every week pretty much.
Mm.
That's really like there's a lot there's overlap, yeah, between like some holders between communities and whatnot, but um, it's so what Empire is kind of doing is very similar to how we tried to start off Nobody, um, but the difference is Empire started from dirt and built up with the communities investing the money into it from that way, and continues to bring more communities in to investing in, and they have the mint authority on, so they only add money into the economy when more money is paid into the economy. Um, so it's a really to begin with was an interesting concept, but me watching it go for the last year now has been pretty impressive. So
You'll have to
I'm
do
just looking at
research on them.
I've been
But
watching like my NFTs, like everything I minted at point 0.1 Sol. I sold one at 5 Sol the other day. I mean, it's
I don't remember what exactly I had, but I think I won or aped into some like really cheap murder stuff 2 years ago,
I
and
mean,
I ended up flooring it or burning it. I don't remember.
yeah, I remember that side of it. That was
Like
right
it was
when
like some flame bottles, and they had, I don't remember what all they were doing, but I didn't know what their future plans were, and I'm like, these aren't moving.
yeah, no, it
What am
was
I
pretty
doing?
much a derug by Mike derugged it essentially, and yeah, it was a little bit of a rocky start for him. It took him a little bit, but that's kind of how him and I became friends. Is he was like we were in DMs daily. It just like how would you approach this with the community and how and like you took a lot of good advice as to focusing on the community and making sure that that's your core for your project and yeah, no, I'm impressed with what he's been able to do. It's been it's been going great for me on my side. I invested when my initial investment with 100 OG rejects um, at point oh 0.03 Sol, I think a reject is what I traded them to, and got like a little over 100K, uh, Empire, and now like that would be a lot. I'm technically down on that initial investment, but the long term, continuing to roll my Empire back into bonds and stuff like that. I'm making like 2.2 million Empire a year for life in my founders bonds at this point. So like it's just crazy. Like the more you you roll your profits back into it and mint the NFTs, and you just stake everything and just keep on. I've been making money hand over fist now.
Hmm.
Like
Yeah, I don't
it's
know a lot about that ecosystem or even where to get started anymore. I assumed I had missed any entry,
you
so
know
I
I
didn't.
I don't even know what that I mean it's you never know. You never know with that project. It kind of feels like it's it's high up there right now, but I mean if they keep bringing more people in, they keep doing, like, we just went from quarterly rev share to monthly rev share now, and I just freaking got a $500 rev share payment for the month
Mm,
for just my 23 capos. So it's like a 2.3 soul mint initially for me, and I just the rev share this last month alone was like $500 almost.
Jesus.
Yeah. So that's kind of the reason why I'm looking at, if I set up, whether it's rejected Empire, or doing the white label side of the Clubhouse, the goal would be to find a way to connect closer and partner closer, even closer with the Empire, and get more of those holders over this way, because there's real investors in their community, high level investors, people that have billions of dollars from what I've noticed, and it's like they're quiet whales and they pay attention to what's going on in a project. And my goal, and one of the biggest things I was talking to Mike about, is getting the security audit, and that specifically would really boost the connection between our two projects, because of all the different people they have in there. Like Mike doesn't even he won't even click on a website. Like in order to create something, like to create a new token or a wallet or whatever, he will re- use a fresh PC install, fresh Windows install, and not even be connected on
Oh
the
wow.
internet when he's creating a new uh, cold wallet key and stuff like that. Like there's the level of high, like, security concern and everything from people with higher amounts of money. It's at the top of their forefront of their thinking, and what they're willing to jump into. So yeah, I guess I rambled all that to just kind of point out, like, there's the potential with either the land sale mint, the DAO mint with the 444 NFTs, either direction. Chances are the mint will go out within a couple days, but getting stuff prepped to that point to be ready with all the details on paper, the plans, the expectations, where the empire that's being gotten is going to go and how it's going to be spent, that kind of stuff. Um, they function as a very 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 serious, uh, very very serious DAO. Like the proposals are pages long for these DAOs, and what they're building, and the plans for the money and everything. So,
Hmm.
but anyway, I really appreciate that though, John Z, dude. Thank you very much, man, for your thoughts and on the whole thing. Like you too, Professor. Like and Gray Man. Like I really appreciate you guys giving me uh, some extra perspective. It helps, because otherwise I'm tunnel visioned, stuck in code, and I have a lot of ideas. But it is one. I've got kids to feed, and yeah, I got a rest of a Saturday to work on. So, um, what a
All right,
crazy
sounds good.
fucking hell of a hype night though, and solid town hall. I really appreciate you guys.
No problem.
But with that, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna call it for today. Turn on some music. Let you guys
You
slowly.
gonna do the wheel spin
Oh,
with
the
your
wheel
two
spin.
entries?
Yes.
With I think there are only 2 entries, but
That's okay.
50-50 shot.
50-50.
I don't know
CX
who
or
the other person
7A?
is.
Ooh, 7AZ. All right, I'm going to put that.
Oh, CX did not win.
Not this time. Sorry. I'm going to go ahead and do that. And get
I wonder who the other person was.
I want to
Gob
say it's
or Snoop,
I think it's
probably.
it's either Snoop or it's it's probably Snoop. Oh wait, I'm gonna do a pixel jammer too. Durr. Alright. There we go. That's our winner for today. It's that easy to win in the future, guys. So pay attention. Let me password that. Pay attention. Like, we got... Why is that not working? There we go. But, yeah, pay attention. We got... if you've been listening and watching today, crazy amount being built. Lots and lots of alpha today. But thank you very much, everybody. I appreciate everyone who showed up today. And yeah, happy Saturday, everybody. Mr. Fun Guy out for now. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Let me find some music for you. I'll play you out. Maybe. Here we go.
Welcome to the region.
Yeah, all right. Much love, everybody. Enjoy.
Crafting dreams that do stone. 3 years beneath the sound. In the underground. In the underground. So grab a joint and take a seat. Stay with us, don't miss a beat. Welcome to the region. Where the echoes of passion sound. Find hope where it's rarely found. Step into the night, feel the light. Even when hidden from plain sight. Underneath the city's lights. We rise with fire, you're in our eyes. From shadows of hopes we've drawn. With every beat a new dawn. Welcome to the region. Where voices of truth resound. Welcome to the region.